Hello! So, this is my Minecraft vanilla-ish survival world, and there's three things that I want to do to make it look more better, more full, and feel cooler and stuff. One thing is... Oh, that was close. I didn't go as far as I thought I did. I thought I would. One thing is I'm going to build a wall. Yes, let the words flow through you. I'm going to build a wall. It will be big and beautiful. I'm also going to build a garden, and I'm also going to build a library. But if you're watching this part of the video, you don't even know what they're going to look like, because I don't either. So let me skip to the end product, maybe. Ta-da! The final product. Yup, this is the final product, and the things that I was just talking about and stuff. Yup, the final product. Hello, I'm NanoMK. I hear a lot of you missed me saying that. Today I'm playing Minecraft, and I have just laid out the I guess path that my wall is going to take, and now I need to just finalize what design I'm going to use. Then I'll build it. I think I'll use this area to test out my design. I was thinking of using tough. This is not tough. Dripstone blocks, which is not the same thing as tough. And andesite. Feel like that might not look too terrible. But I want something that's like simple, but also looks at least a little bit interesting. See, I've built other big walls before, but they weren't very beautiful. This one won't be anything special either, but I do want it to look a little bit better than some of the ones I've built in the past. Right? This shouldn't be terrible, right? I don't know. I also have to make sure I have enough of these things that I won't just give up and change the material halfway through. So, dripstone blocks and andesite. If I don't use dripstone, I might use bamboo, actually, because I do have way too much of that. Oh yes, did I mention my breeding villagers got struck by lightning and turned into witches? Yeah, I still haven't fixed that. Anyway, I'm just looking for any extra dripstone I have. Ooh, I almost went into the hole. I do need to make that look better. In fact, I should... Yeah, there's a lot of things I need to work on to make my world feel more complete, but one, or in this case, three things at a time. Here's some more. I'm looking for like a huge stockpile, which I seem not to have. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so forget the dripstone. Indeed. I should have... I don't know. I don't know if I have enough andesite either. I actually do like this polished andesite though. Um, I could use it for something else, because using it for what I have now would be foolish. What if I just use bamboo and cobblestone? Yes? That's not cheap, is it? It's not like I have a literally overflowing bamboo farm and it's not like I've been digging tunnels just to get cobblestone, right? Right? Okay, I have a design. Roughly. I think this is kind of what I'm going to go for. So I get to keep my cobblestone. I was going to use a wall here, but maybe I will. I at least have to do a little, make it look a little bit better than most of my builds, right? At least this time. So I'll start with this area right here. You see, I'm going to use shroom lights, and I don't have very many at the moment, but I can get them pretty easily, so I'm not too worried about that. Shroom light would be there, and the wall is actually going to be taller than that design. That's just like the look of the design. Right, so there's the base of the basic part of the base of it, right? And then I get the planks. Oh, don't want this here. Ah. There. In fact, I will do some changes on the spot. Instead, I'll use slabs for the top. Maybe I won't have the wall blocks going all the way to the top. Maybe it'll be like this. And if I make it overhang one more, and then do that. Huh? Maybe that will look nice. That's... except for the corners up there. What if they're just slabs? Yeah, I think I'll go with this. It might be difficult to do on angles, though. So maybe I'll only do the cobblestone wall when it's flat. How do I do corners? I don't know. And I can't see over here. What level is the light at? The light is 3 blocks up sometimes. That looks ugly. What if I do use walls, but like this? Nope. Okay. So maybe I just won't be... Maybe I just won't be totally committed to the lamp inside for every section. And this should be further away because it looks better, I think. You're enjoying watching me brainstorm live? Not live. In a recording. Anyway, let me make some more progress on this, and then I will come back to you with what I have. So I've made some progress with the wall. I decided to take a break here because I'm out of cobblestone, and I have to go back to where I was digging tunnels and stuff. As I'm building this, I'm realizing my farm over here really sucks, and I should make it better at some point. But yeah, this is basically what it looks like. There will be those shroom lights spaced every few of these once I get more shroom lights. But it's going to be like this the whole way. This is only like a small portion of the wall. It goes from like back here all the way to over here. So it basically is the divider between like the plains and the ice area. But let me show you, let me just make sure I aim this ender pearl right. Let me show you where I have been actually getting my cobblestone, where I've been digging tunnels. And then the wall is going to have a bridge. That's going to be interesting. Here's the church. You know, sometimes ender pearls are actually a good way of transportation, except for all that extra damage it gives you. But back over here, as you can see, I've also made more progress with this area, placing cobblestone on the surface of this circle. I don't know how much I've updated you on this project anyway, but I've been slowly making progress. Here's the pumpkin farm and melon farm. They're still working. And also a polar bear spawned back there in the cold area somewhere, and he walked over here. But let me show you my tunnels, because this has been the area I've been working in most lately. Over here, see how this is an entrance now instead of just stone behind it? I made this go through here, and I have many mining tunnels. This isn't really for getting any other resources besides cobblestone. And I'm just about okay with using what I have left in here, because I'm gonna just dig more. Because why not? I'll show you all these tunnels. I don't know what I'll do with them. I mean, I've been connecting them to each other sometimes, making them go all throughout the mountain, because maybe I could make like a cool labyrinth or base of some sort, but I'm not sure yet. So there's just tunnels. I will continue making more and more tunnels until I have the cobblestone I need. Well, probably beyond that amount of tunnels. But yeah, this is where I've been getting the cobblestone to fill this and build my wall. So I've run out of cobblestone again, and I'm like really out, so I have to dig more tunnels. So I guess I'll show you inside of some of the tunnels. They're not that special, they're just tunnels, but they get me cobblestone. I'm gonna go down to this level. This is right now the lowest level at Y54, so just under sea level. And I just dig tunnels. I go into FreeCam to figure out where I might want to dig a tunnel to connect to somewhere, or just go. around or nearby, and so I will be doing this for a while. Yep. It just started raining in my game, and like the rain is. It was raining earlier, but it wasn't like this. What in the world? But when I go into the snow, it's. What in the world? What if I reload the textures? What in the world? What's wrong with the rain? Okay, you're catching this glitch live right now. I did not do anything. It just started raining while I was building, and then it looks... If I do it again. Okay, it's still broken. It wasn't like this last time it rained. It rained like, what, 2, 3, or 4 times while recording this, while I was building. And it looked normal until now. What? What if I assume it'll be fine in the default? No. Okay. This is weird. This is very weird. Well, anyway, I suppose since I'm recording, I'll give you an update on the wall. I'm over to this far now. So I've covered a good distance. I'm still definitely not finished. Why isn't the snow glitched? Sorry, I'm just so caught off guard by this weird... I don't understand. Yeah. The wall will go to there, and then I'll finish the other side over here. And then we can start working on the library and the garden. Yes, that's what I was going to do. Anyway, back to work. Okay, I finished the wall. It exists now from back here to over on the other side. What time is it? 11? I started working on this at 4. It shouldn't take me this long, but look, I'm not like... I tried a 100 days video a long time ago, and I failed. So I'm not that kind of YouTuber, I guess. Just walking along the paths, getting a feel for how it kind of looks. It's not the prettiest, it's not the beautifulest wall, but it's not the ugliest either, I think. This area does feel different. I need to work on the ground over here. It doesn't perfectly follow the border of the biomes. Then it goes over the cave area. Yeah, it looks... what I like about it is that it provides like a kind of backdrop, semi-backdrop. It's not that tall, but a backdrop for all the buildings in this area. Originally it was just the ice spikes for themselves, but now it's this wall, and I like it like that better. And you still get like the ice spikes peeking out from behind it, so it's kind of a cool look. I didn't decorate the back of it. I will do that later, but I'm not going to be back here very much, at least for now. I haven't figured out what to do with this area. It's just a big area, but now I need to get ready to build... What should I do next? The library or the garden? they're kind of going to be in the same area, I think. Although there are a lot of areas where I could choose to build the library, honestly, and the garden. But I think I know where I want to build the garden. So I guess I'll just start with that. I just need to decide my design once again, what I'm going to use for it. Alright, so I may have gone a little overboard off camera, but here is the first part of the garden, because I actually want to like extend it all the way back here to around this hill and around here. But yeah, it's I've got this garden with all kinds of plant stuff. I guess I'm not that great at matching things together, but it seems to look alright to me. I ran out of gravel for the gravel paths, but the path is basically going to go all the way back there. But this is actually, I'm actually kind of liking how it's looking. I do have an issue where I don't know what to put in like this area back here, and I still need to fill the area. I built a couple of extra walls here, even along the edge of the path, so it's not like floating ugly like. But the next thing I want to start building is actually the library. And I'm thinking I'm going to actually tear down this nether portal building and make it part of the library, because that might be cool. So this is going to get gotten rid of and stuff. Someone broke down my door, probably a pigman, unfortunately, but it's going to get removed anyway. So I'm gonna be working on this adjusting with my headset, and that's where all the noise is coming from. So I'm gonna work on this off camera, but hopefully actually give you updates instead of what I didn't do with the garden. I like that ice mountain in the background in the view. But also I need to do other stuff today. So I'm going to do a magic cut to the next time I'm recording, and it'll be like nothing for you guys. So, yeah. So I was like going to edit my recordings from replay mod, and then it gives me this stupid error. It doesn't make sense. Why is it trying to connect to a network in the first place to play my recording? I can't even freaking do my time lapse. Sorry, it's gone. So no time lapses. So I guess I lied, didn't I? Idiot. Alright, just like that, it's the next day in real life. Actually, it's the night. But either way, as you have seen in my speed build, not really building, I have cleared out this area. I have deconstructed the nether portal building, and I totally forgot that this nether portal was actually just a reconstructed abandoned nether portal thingy. Forgot what it's called. But speaking of that, the first thing I want to do is make a nether portal room for this underground. So I'm going to actually break this portal and then just dig down a little bit and make a room for it, because I don't want it on the surface level anymore. So it'll take me a little while to get rid of this obsidian. Like that is gone, and now I'm just clearing out this stuff. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this what was it? Oh, ruined portal, the residue of it. If you can hear that, there's explosions outside of my house because it's the day before the 4th of July, and everyone got the good fireworks, but they're wasting them right now. Yeah, they'll probably have plenty for tomorrow. Man, I want something good fireworks. But yeah, so on the day of recording, this is right before the 4th of July. So if you're an American, happy Independence Day. But yeah, I'm just going to dig this out until I'm far enough underground that I have a room, or I have a place for a room that I would like. Alright, now it's raining intensely and people are shooting fireworks. Makes for an interesting interesting time. Anyway, here's the nether portal. This is roughly what I have. So I want to have like a kind of a little waterfall going this way and coming down. Maybe, I don't know, I think I want to put glass here so that it's like on the ceiling, and then it comes down on it comes down here on these sides and flows down here, so you kind of have a nice looking thing. I just need to make sure that this takes me to the right place. Yep. Okay, good. Wonderful, it works. I still am very happy with how fast you can go through nether portals now. Much nicer. So that's the room, kind of. But that's just the beginning of the library. I actually want to have like a lobby that's partially here and then goes over, like, it's kind of like suspended over maybe an artificial lake here that has this indoor slash outdoor waterfall. I guess it's not just a library then. It's kind of like a lobby, lounge, library, nether portal building. I don't know. I just want a nice building, guys. Well, we'll see how nice it looks. So what I think I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to lay out the cobblestone. Well, I'm going to actually be using cobblestone to build most of it. Yes, my favorite block. But I think what I'm going to do is start laying out the outline of the shape of the building so that I finally will know kind of what I'm doing here. Right, and this library is supposed to kind of go with the garden too. But I want it to, I'm going to make it look kind of like that building and the lower part of that building, not the top. With slightly more, with more bamboo, so it's less gray and boring. So it'll be more like that, but bigger. Yeah, I'm just filling in the dirt here. In fact, I'll probably be... Oh, that's weird. That's an interesting thing with the textures. I am definitely going to build more paths. Like I did this one even. I forgot to tell you, but like I connected this path to here since I'm going to put a building here. So this whole area is going to be totally different. And I'm going to probably put a path on this side that kind of aligns with that bridge. Something like that. That's the general idea. We'll see where I end up putting the path. I might connect it around where this cave is, actually. But we'll see. We will see what happens. Man, that looks really nice with the path actually connecting now. Anyway, back to work. The rain. Let me get off of here really quick. So I have, I mean, what do you expect other than a progress update? And me going more than what I said I would do. Here's kind of the basic shape of it. Maybe I'll add on more buildings later on, but this is kind of it. Except for how high it's going to go. I haven't done that yet. I even made this little lake that I was talking about and made a little tiny creek that comes out of it. Kind of pretty. Goes into the garden area. Um, Still have to keep building. So this might actually stretch into the next day of recording, whatever day that might be. Um, so yeah. Well, if it isn't the next day, or the day after actually. Ah. Look what I found in a thunderstorm. Now I have one issue, which is that I don't have any armor. But I really want to take... Okay. Here we go. Just don't kill the horses. I need those horses. Wait, how are they dying? Oh! Oh! Oh, yes. Yes. Wait, I hear one skeleton left. I want these horses. Where's the skeleton? Okay, there's two. No! Shoot each other, not the horse. I want the horse. Okay! I have all these skeleton horses now. That's interesting. Okay. Do I have leads anywhere? I don't know if I have any leads left anywhere. Can't you craft them now? Oh, yeah. I need, string and slime balls. I have string. And any slime balls I have are probably far away. Maybe I have some leads in here? Probably not. Nope. Oh, this will work. An old slime block was just sitting there. Great. See, this is what it's like with an old Minecraft world. So like this. Aha! Wow. I don't know if I've ever crafted leads before. At least in the survival world. So I will collect all of these guys. I actually need to make like a giant stable to like put all of my horses in, because right now all I have is that tiny horse pen, and it's pretty garbage quality, honestly. I don't know where I should put this stable though. Maybe around here, I don't know. But that's not going to be this episode. Come with me, come on. Welcome to all the rest of the horses. Alright, now I have to figure out how to get the leads back. Okay. Who else has a lead on them? This one. And this one. Okay. I got them all back. Wow. That's... I don't even use my horses anymore. But whatever. Okay. Back to building. Guess what? Ah ha ha ha! I actually made more progress. It's now, what, the next week or something? I had other things I needed to do. But I got back and I just built this, like, courtyard area that's kind of cool. And here, I'll go into free cam mode. I still am actually running low on cobblestone. I'm out. I've been digging tunnels more and more to get the cobblestone, but I still am like using just as much as I mine. But I built this. I did let's see, one floor above the bottom floor, and then I've been preparing or starting on the third floor. But there's a few things that I need. Obviously, sorry, I just tipped my headphones. I need some glass. I need a lot of glass. I need books, or rather bookshelves, but I need a bunch of stuff for that. So like leather and paper and wood. I have enough wood from my bamboo farm. I mean, I even brought a ton of it here. And I need more cobblestone, of course. But yeah, here's the inside from the first person point of view. Obviously, it's not decorated yet, and I'm not even talking about the bookshelves. The floor isn't even complete. I might actually go with the bamboo floor or a spruce floor. I still haven't decided yet. And I decided to make the second floor like this. There's not going to be a gap in between this path anymore. Man, I need so much cobblestone. You don't even know, guys. But I actually find that the windows I have here have very good views, which is very nice. That's like, I don't know, that looks really cool to me. Right now I'm on the Golden Days texture pack. In fact, I'm about to update to the latest version because I've been on 1.21.4 for like since maybe a month after it came out. And so I want to update, one, because my custom texture pack keeps glitching, and I'm wondering if it's because of some mod that I have installed, or the version, or just something being dumb. And two, why not do it anyway? It even has some nice fog upgrades. So yeah, I will update and then work on getting some of those resources. So I've updated, as you can tell by the fog. Apparently the latest version is 1.21.7. Wow. First time in a while we've stayed on a major version this long. But the difference is they keep adding features. So yeah, I don't even remember all the features they've added so far. But yeah, I'm gonna get to collecting resources. Okay, so it's gonna take me like basically forever to get enough leather because I left only 2 cows in my cow farm. So I'm going to do 2 things. One, I'll use these as placeholders, and I will also make bookshelves with the chiseled bookshelves because I don't need to actually get books to make these ones. I mean, I will need books to fill them. There's also the other thing where I can't break them normally, so I have to be careful where I place them. So I have to decide on some sort of layout for my library, and I'm already kind of not liking how I've built the floor here. I think I will extend this border to where the grass is. And yes, between the last clip and this clip, I have installed a bunch of mods to help with the gameplay. So that's why you see my mini-map again. Do I have any more? No, I don't. Jungle wood is what I was thinking. I have 7 bookshelves, but I'm not using them until I have all the ones I need. I'll just fill this in with dirt for now. I need some sort of floor level so I can work on some sort of design. I'm wondering maybe I could make this a lounge area and have like a like maybe like a cafe-ish looking thing right around here. But then over here I need to figure out how I'm going to get stairs to go down to where the nether portal is. which will be a little bit of a hassle. I don't know, I want some sort of bookshelves down here. But since I can't come up with anything yet, I'll go to the second story, which also isn't finished. These walls are going to go up to here, so this area will be more enclosed. I could do something here. Why again can I not put a... Oh, that's why. That's why I can't put windows there. Because there are exterior decorations. So I may actually want to have bookshelves on the wall. Can I put windows here? Can I put one here? Ah! How about those two tiny windows? I'll leave those. And then maybe I'll put some of these here. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'm remembering some things from one library I went to in my childhood, and also the library at a community college I was at for a couple of times. Or I think it was like the study reading area, but I always thought it was a library because it had a bunch of books. The actual library was more boring. But, I mean, what else would a library be? Yeah, why don't I have them go up to the wall right there? Okay, so there's one area. This will be hard to make feel good shape-wise. I mean, I don't really have... I haven't really decorated the inside. It's all cobblestone right now. So there's already that, but maybe I can do something. Make something work. And that's too tight of an area. I want to have like this is going to be a viewing area for this entrance where you can just look out this window, or maybe I'll put like a fence here as a balcony gate thingy. This area needs like some steps. Not like those, but like probably a slab or something. I don't know what to do with this. I was going to be like, oh, maybe I could make it a secret entrance to somewhere, but it doesn't really... There's no way I can make it secret to anything, because there's like just the bottom floor under it. Maybe I could make it... No, it's too small for a bathroom. I don't know. Okay, I'll skip that. How about here? This really needs like a little table and some chairs. These are all placeholders. In fact, speaking of placeholders, why don't I place placeholder tables and chairs? Right, and maybe I'll put one here, and then the person can look behind them and see that view. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll use this for the next placeholder tables. I can make it go there and make it go here. I want this area to be kind of like a, I don't know, there's like an area where a lot of people, like there are a few big tables where people came and like met with their friends and brainstormed stuff or something. And I thought that would be cool to have. But these areas are probably too small for something like that. Definitely easier to design for sometimes. And then maybe a chair here. It's a little awkward, but it's the only place one could be in that area. And this will be hopefully just a clear... Actually, I could put chairs on the outside of these bookshelves. Yeah, so people can sit out here looking into this area. Lobby. It's not really a lobby, but maybe I can make it kind of like that. Maybe I'll put a bookshelf here. Yeah, this should be taller though, so people will walk on either side, going from this area to that area. I could probably put in another. Yeah, just bear with me. These will be books at some point. Right now they're just blocking out barriers. But I think that should work. And then I could have some of these. I should probably put the chairs closer, honestly. Ah, outer slabs. Okay. Actually, I was going to be like, doing a horizontal bookshelf would be difficult, but the bookshelf blocks have books on all four corners, so it should work out. I've always wanted like to be able to build smoothly on angles in Minecraft, but since it's blocks, you can only go in the four directions. Maybe I'll have a little book kiosk here thingy. I got my words, the order of my words mixed up, but I think you understood. And I'll have some normal bookshelf blocks on the top. Yeah, then you can like come here, pick up, pull out books. I can put something on here. Yes. I just don't want the walls to be too empty. I can put something here too. Why did I make this area go up anyway? I don't know, but it's a little late for me to change it anyway. And then there's this. You know, this would be cool. Well, no, that wouldn't work. I have to get rid of the lake. I was gonna say, what if I had these stairs right under these ones, but I'd have to do some more big modifications. And I don't feel like doing that right now. I just want to finish this episode. It's taking me quite a while to record. It may not look like it by the length of the video, though. if I do this, a checker pattern? And then normal bookshelves on the top. That looks kind of cool. Okay, so this might work. This might work out for the second floor. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop working on the library for now, because if I can even remember what my goal was this episode, because it's been so long recording, I want to find the next thing and work on it. Because this is going to be like a long-term project. This thing is literally the size of a base, right? It's the size of that structure, and that. Okay, so maybe I make things that are maybe a little too big, but I like them, and it kind of helps fill out my spawn area. So I'm going to go rewatch my older clips from this episode and see what else I was planning to do, because I thought there were like 3 things, not 2. I don't know. Be right back. Okay, so it seems like I already addressed all 3 things. It was that wall. It's almost faded out of my memory already. The wall, the garden, and the library. And I was going to switch back to my texture pack, but it won't let me load it for some reason, so I decided I'll go to the alpha version of Golden Days. Man, I think this looks really cool, actually. I've always liked the lime green colors of stuff, but what I will do to end the video is I will go back up to where I started so we can get that same view from earlier. Because I think it will look a lot better. I did turn off the smooth lighting. We'll see if that looks good. If it doesn't, then I will turn it on. Ah, and here we are. This looks great, actually. Very beautiful with the lime green grass and the new fog and the smooth lighting off. I actually like this a lot. So yeah. Here it is. There is the library and the garden right behind there, and the wall. Very nice. Wow, that looks really cool. I forgot to get free cam. I don't know if it exists for this version yet. Alright, look it over there. Man. I should make my own game because of not quite nostalgia, but that's one of the things. That looks so pretty. Every time I see a nice looking area, I want to build something there, but I can never usually figure out what it should be. What? This guy's just randomly sitting out here. Well, that's interesting. Skeleton horse on top of the mountain. But yeah, so this is progress so far. Obviously, there's another skeleton horse. Okay. Obviously, I need to finish the library. It will look, at least the exterior, it will look really good once it's done. But right now, that's it. And I'm going to head out. So, that's the end of the video. God bless you, and goodbye.